Well, Ross, ideally we would be getting ready to play Alfreton Saturday, but this isn't going to be the last time we're in this situation this season, I guess, is it?
No, it's a shame really. But listen, health's priority in these times. But when you've had so much time off, it's hard to get your head around, and it's frustrating. But at the end of the day, like I said, health's the main key here, and we've got to abide by the rules and the regs.
And we were going to say best wishes obviously to those at Alfreton who are unwell, but you can apply that at probably 4 or 5 different clubs just now. It's a real concern, isn't it?
It is, because it's kind of mirroring what happened at the last week or 2 weeks in the National North back in March, April time. So it is worrying, but at the end of the day, we've got to prepare for the next game, which is Chorley away next week.
Now you've had some time to think on it, what are your reflections on Darlington away? Because again, we mentioned on the day, going behind, it had that familiar feel to it for the first few games this season, but a great response, wasn't it?
Yeah, listen, we've watched it back, and it was a shaky 15 minutes, probably a lack of confidence, having been knocked out in the FA Cup and losing on the Tuesday with 10 men. It was it might have been a mindset of here we go again, but the way we reacted and the football we played the last hour is it's exciting, and I hope the fans who watched it via stream are realising what we're trying to do here.
And how have you been in training this week? I guess for the most part, gearing up for what would have been Saturday's game. Was the reaction good as well?
Yeah, so obviously from Monday, Tuesday it was all about Alfreton, then we get the news on the Wednesday. So really it's just about getting the work into the lads' legs now, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and then it will all systems go for Chorley on Monday. We'll have them watch tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I watched Chorley in the FA Cup on Tuesday against York, and they're a good team, and Jamie's got them. It's a different team to how he has been the last couple of years. There got some good footballers in there. Ollie Shenton, who was here last year, and a couple of lads who have played at the level. So we've got to be on our mettle.
No, obviously more than most from our battles against them over the years that they're a tough team. They're bound to be there or thereabouts, aren't they?
They will be. Good manager for the level, good squad, tough place to go to. But I hope they're saying the same about us as well, because it's all about us really, and every manager says the same thing. It's about how we prepare and how we're ready on that match day.
If there are some positives to take out of not playing this weekend, is the fact that you're just finishing off with recovery to some injured lads, would it be one of them?
Yeah, big time. Look, it's no hiding place. We've been nursing a few injuries from the start of the season, which again is really frustrating. But as I've said before, and speaking to other managers, I think it's got to be a common theme this year. Everyone seems to be having these little niggles, but we've never been through a pandemic before. So players who are used to training every day, sitting on the backsides for 3 to 4 months, it's not good for the body. So automatically going back into the full-time swing of things, of course it's got to hamper the body. So hopefully we can manage them, but we've got a clean bill of health now.
And hoping, just to take that point further, that it will be everyone's available for selection in some capacity for Chorley next weekend?
Yes, that's the way we want it to be, and we'll manage that for the next 8 days, and we'll be right at it, whoever's available.
And that gives you, in a good way, a nice headache, doesn't it, I guess, because I know obviously that there's Amari's suspension, but other than that you've got a lot of players to fit into areas, haven't you?
Yeah, I used to talk as a player when everyone was fit and say, the gaffer's got a headache, he must not like this, but honestly, I think you thrive with it, and this is what you bring the players here for. They all push each other in training, and then the training takes up a notch as well, so you can only push the standards higher with everyone fit. I hate the comfort zone, I hate the word, and I hate the body language of people when they know they're playing. I think you just got to be right on the edge of things, and you've got to play on the edge.
Because I guess you can be a good pro, and we know a lot of good professional footballers, but if there's that subconscious thing that you've got your shirt at the weekend, you're possibly not giving 100%, are you? Even subconsciously.
Yeah, and that's only natural. So, if you perform well on that Saturday before, you still know you've got to keep them standards for the Saturday after. And listen, that's football, and that's why we have healthy, competition in all aspects of the field. And I think it breeds confidence and it breeds pressure, but good pressure.
And I know there haven't been as many games played as obviously everyone would have liked, but has the start of the season been what you expected, in the sense not only our results but results elsewhere reflecting the competitive nature of it?
I think so. I think you see that more in the FA Cup. I think near enough every team in our league have got knocked out, which is a shame. Well, we are a couple of weeks behind the lower league teams. No excuse, but it's a common thing that they're all been knocked out, and most of them been knocked out on penalties as well. So the extra time has had a big thing to play, but they said no excuses. It's full focus on the league now.
It is just looking on a reflective point. In 12 months' time, this will probably be one of the strangest seasons any of us will have known, won't it?
Yeah, having spoke to a lot of managers through these tough times, everyone says the same thing. We've just got to get through the year. Well, of course we've got to get through it, but let's be the one who, is right at it, and we just prepare right, like everything's as normal, and we do the best we can.
Yeah, it's been said, and from the club and at board level, not just kind of suffering and getting through these times, but succeeding in spite of it. Really, it'll be a real achievement for the club that's able to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, we've all got our ambitions as players, as board, and as fans. Realistic ambitions, but I feel I brought in a competitive squad to be competitive this season. I'm not going to hide away from the fact that that's where we should be. Where that is, only time will tell. But we just, like I said, we just prepare right, we'll train well, and we'll pick a team to win every game.
And I guess you can, like you say, you can bring in the players, and there's the training. You can control so many variables, but the rest of it is the joy of football, isn't it? Really.
That's it. As soon as you go over the white line, it's up to them. But if we can give everything from our side, that's all I can do, and you'll definitely get that from me.